even Jay-Z's career, you can look at that and say the association to Beyonce is when he started to receive the 16, well, he got 16, 17 Grammys since he's been with Beyonce, right? And you go, prior to that, one.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that came in association, like you see the kids even have Grammys. Like they don't sing yet. They don't sing.
And I'm like, that's when I start saying crazy stuff because I look and I go, oh, that should be homie. Right? The image itself after a gay painter. Okay. Big homie want to look like a gay painter.
What are we talking about here?
We're talking about Basquiat. He wants to look like a gay painter.
Hey folks, get ready for some hot gossip because it's about to go down. Word on the street is that Beyoncé and Jay-Z's fairy tale might be hitting some bumps. Yep, you heard it here first. Rumor has it Queen Bee is thinking about calling it quits and waving bye-bye to the marriage. And get this, just the other day, Jay-Z was all about Beyoncé in his Grammy speech, throwing major shade at the Recording Academy for not giving her the props she deserves for her solo career. But wait, there's more. Guess who's spilling all the tea on Jay-Z and Beyoncé's love story now? That's right, none other than 50 Cent himself. He's dropping truth bombs left and right about what really went down between the power couple. Trust me, this is some gossip you don't want to miss out on.
Try to get it right. We love y'all. We love y'all. We love y'all. We want y'all to get it right. At least get it close to right. And obviously it's subjective. Y'all don't got to clap at everything. Obviously it's subjective because, you know, it's music and it's opinion based. But, you know, some things, you know, I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work. Think about that. The most Grammys, never won Album of the Year. That doesn't work. You know, some of you gonna go home tonight and feel like you've been robbed.
Hey folks, let's dive into the latest whirlwind surrounding Jay-Z and Beyoncé that all kicked off at the Grammy Awards. Beyoncé's been up for Album of the Year a cool 4 times, which is like the golden ticket at the Grammys. But she's never managed to clinch the win. Last year, everyone was buzzing about her album Renaissance, thinking it was a shoo-in. But surprise, surprise, Harry Styles swooped in with Harry's House and stole the spotlight. Fans were fuming because they were convinced Beyoncé's album was hands down better. Jay-Z was so steamed about it that he even hopped on Tidal, his own platform, to vent about why Beyoncé got snubbed. But here's the kicker. He didn't straight up trash the Grammys for favoring Beyoncé. Instead, he was like, look, we've been dreaming about owning the Grammys since way back, and that's all cool. We just want them to get it right, you know? Jay-Z gets that music's a matter of taste, but fairness is key. All they're asking for is a level playing field because they're crazy passionate about their craft. Now, Jay-Z and his crew always looked up to legends like Michael Jackson and Stevie Wonder. Stevie cleaned up at the Grammys, snagging the trophy 3 out of 4 years. Jay-Z wasn't exactly thrilled about it last year, and folks figured he might have let it slide by now. I mean, Beyoncé did become the most decorated artist in Grammy history, so there was plenty to celebrate. But nope, Jay-Z was still holding on to that grudge. Even when he snagged the Global Icon Award at the Grammys last week, he couldn't resist bringing up the same old issue, calling out the Academy for showing favoritism towards his wife. He made it clear he wasn't trying to cause a scene or anything, you know? It's all about music and opinions, but some things you just can't let slide. Now people had all sorts of takes on this whole drama. Some thought Jay-Z was just being greedy, griping about Beyoncé not snagging Album of the Year when she's already got a whopping 32 Grammys under her belt, more than anyone else in history. They figured he should just be grateful for all the success Beyoncé's had, instead of whining about what she hasn't achieved. But then, on the other hand, plenty of folks found it kind of sweet that Jay-Z was standing up for his lady like that. I mean, the fact that he was still speaking up for her over a year later showed he really cared about her and what mattered to her. And the fact that he chose to shine the spotlight on her instead of himself during his big moment was pretty heartwarming to see. But hey, there might be more to the story than meets the eye. Rumor has it that Jay-Z's defense of Beyoncé was actually a last-ditch effort to win her back, because apparently they've been living separate lives for a while now. Yep, word on the street is they've been putting on a front in public, acting like a happy couple, kind of like Will and Jada Smith did until Jada spilled the beans last year. This gossip came straight from blogger Storm Monroe, who claimed to have some insider scoop on the situation, hinting that the power couple might be headed for Splitsville because Beyoncé is supposedly gearing up to file for divorce from Jay-Z. Now, while some die-hard Beyoncé fans are probably celebrating this news, because let's be real, they've been rooting for Beyoncé to kick Jay-Z to the curb and move on with her life for ages. Things just got a whole lot messier, especially after Beyoncé dropped the bombshell that Jay-Z admitted to cheating on her with some woman known as Becky with the good hair. But Beyoncé chose to tough it out, standing by her man through all that drama. And now, she's hitting him with divorce papers? Yeah, something's definitely fishy here. I mean, she's been ride or die for years. She's had to put up with people gossiping about their age gap and how Jay might have pulled a fast one on her to tie the knot. Whenever folks start digging into Beyoncé and Jay's relationship, you can bet that the topic of their significant age difference comes up. Beyoncé, born in '81, is 42 now, while Jay-Z, who came into the world in '69, is a whopping 53, making that a solid 13-year gap. Now, when you're both well into your 40s and beyond, an age gap might not raise too many eyebrows. But let's rewind to when they first met. Beyoncé was a fresh 18, and Jay-Z was a seasoned 31. Now that's the kind of age difference that gets people talking. As rumors swirl about Beyoncé and Jay-Z's marriage hitting rough waters, it's hard not to look back on the journey that brought them to this point. From the highs of their chart-topping collaborations to the lows of public scandals, their relationship has been a roller coaster ride of fame, love, and resilience. So let's rewind the clock and dig deeper into the timeline of one of music's most iconic power couples, tracing the steps that led them to where they are today. All right, folks, let's dive into the whirlwind that is Beyoncé and Jay-Z's journey, the ultimate power couple who've been rocking the scene together and solo for ages. Remember when they dropped that joint album, Everything Is Love? Game changer. And don't even get me started on their solo hits, Beyoncé's epic Lemonade and Jay-Z's banger Empire State of Mind. But they're not just about music. Jay-Z's Roc Nation Entertainment Agency is killing it, and he's even got the Nets in Brooklyn. Plus, he's stacking those dollars with smart investments, becoming the first hip-hop billionaire. And Beyoncé's doing her thing too, mentoring rising stars, running Ivy Park, and racking up a record-breaking 32 Grammys. And let's talk about their kids, Rumi, Sir, and Blue Ivy Carter, already making history. With a solid 2-decade relationship under their belt, they're like the epitome of family goals. Sure, they've had their ups and downs, but if anyone can make a marriage work at this level, it's them. Here's how they got together and stayed together. Beyoncé and Jay-Z first crossed paths sometime between '99 and 2000, but they didn't rush into anything. Beyoncé was just 18 when they met and 19 when they started dating. They took their time, building a solid friendship before diving into romance. They made their official debut as a couple in Vanity Fair's music issue. But before that, they were friends for a solid year and a half. Friendship first, romance later. Fast forward to 2002 when we got their first ever collab, 03 Bonnie and Clyde. It was like, bam, power couple alert. Then just a year later, they dropped the legendary track Crazy in Love. And man, it was lit. Grammy-winning lit. The song didn't hold back on their love story, and fans were all over it. By 2004, they were hitting the red carpet together at the VMAs, announcing to the world, "Yep, we're a thing." They tied the knot in a chill ceremony on April 4th, 2008, a special date for the couple, who are all about that number 4. Then, in 2011, at the Blue Ivy VMAs, Beyoncé dropped the bombshell about her pregnancy during a jaw-dropping performance. A huge moment for the couple. January 2012, Blue Ivy Carter came into the world, and the Knowles Carter legacy officially began. We got our first peek at Blue Ivy through Beyoncé's unique photo release on Tumblr.
I always battle with how much do I reveal about myself? How do I stay current? How do I stay soulful? I felt like I had been so commercially successful, it wasn't enough. It's something really stressful.
In 2013, we got to see more about their family life in the HBO doc Life is But a Dream, giving us a rare peek into their world behind the scenes. Then, in that same year, their music stole the spotlight once more with Jay-Z's Magna Carta Holy Grail, and Beyoncé's bombshell surprise visual album. But just when everyone thought things couldn't get any crazier, drama came swinging in hard. After the Met Gala on May 7, 2014, a video surfaced showing Beyoncé's sis, Solange Knowles, apparently throwing hands at Jay-Z in an elevator at an after-party. Later on, Beyoncé throws some serious shade in her Flawless remix track, singing, "Yeah, sometimes things hit the fan when there's $1 billion in an elevator." June 2014 rolls around, and things seem brighter as Beyoncé and Jay-Z kick off their On the Run tour. But by July 2014, whispers of divorce started circulating. More tea is spilled, revealing that they were trying to figure out how to call it quits without making it official. Jump to 2015, and Beyoncé and Jay-Z seem to be working things out. Jay even shares a video of their wedding vows. And let's not forget Beyoncé's iconic Super Bowl halftime show in 2016. It stole the spotlight from the game, hands down. But hold up, April 2016 brings Lemonade, and it's like a breakup album on steroids. Tracks like Formation and Sorry have fans playing detective, trying to decode who the mysterious Becky with the good hair could be. By October 2016, Beyoncé publicly acknowledges Jay-Z during her Formation World Tour, seemingly putting those divorce rumors to rest. And in February 2017, it's all rainbows and sunshine again as Bey drops the bombshell that she's pregnant with twins. Cue the collective swooning. On her IG account, Beyoncé wrote, "We would like to share our love and happiness. We have been blessed 2 times over. We are incredibly grateful that our family will be growing by 2, and we thank you for your well wishes." The Carters. The Bey and Jay squad got a double dose of cuteness when Rumi and Sir Carter came into the picture. And just when you thought things couldn't get any more exciting, Jay-Z dropped his album 444, basically owning up to his mistakes. But the ride doesn't end there. 2018 rolls around, and they hit us with the news about their joint tour, On the Run 2. But we're still eagerly waiting for that collab album Jay mentioned in his Times interview. June arrives, and finally, Bey and Jay drop their joint album, Everything Is Love, which they rocked during their OTR2 tour. In 2019, Beyoncé jumps on the Lion King train, voicing Nala in the live-action flick. She and Jay-Z hit up the premiere, hanging out with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. And let's not forget their shout-out to Meghan in their song Apesh *T. For a moment, everything seems peachy, but things take a turn when they pose for a Tiffany Jewelers ad with a painting by Jean-Michel Basquiat. Some folks in the art world aren't vibing with it, saying Basquiat would have wanted his work in public spaces, not ads. Fast forward to 2022, and Beyoncé seems to address Jay-Z's cheating rumors in her Renaissance album. She croons in Plastic Off the Sofa. And there's a subtle nod to the Solange elevator incident in Cozy. Before last year's Grammys on June 20th, smack in the middle of Beyoncé's Renaissance World Tour, they hit up the Louis Vuitton menswear show in Paris. And guess what? It's on the oldest bridge in the city. They're not just there for the fashion, though. They're showing some love for their buddy Pharrell, who's flexing his creative muscles as the brand's new creative director. Now, bringing it back to the present day, we're left wondering if this might really be the end of the road for the power couple of Jay-Z and Beyoncé. So, Jay-Z's track record hasn't been squeaky clean in the 16 years they've been hitched, but Beyoncé's always had his back. So why the sudden move to distance herself? And if Storm Monroe's spilling the tea, they've apparently been living separately for a hot minute, keeping it under wraps like pros. So what's the deal now? Why is Beyoncé seemingly hitting the eject button on the marriage when everything seemed chill? Well, word on the street is Jay-Z might be the next one in line for a dose of public exposure, just like Diddy. But as we dig into Beyoncé and Jay-Z's relationship, it's clear their journey has been filled with both triumphs and tribulations, from the highs of their iconic collabs to the lows of public scandals. However, their ability to weather storms together speaks volumes about their resilience as a power couple in the entertainment industry. Yet, even amidst their success, rumors and controversies continue to swirl, casting shadows on their seemingly unbreakable bond. Interestingly, this theme of turmoil extends beyond their personal lives and into their professional relationships, with Jay-Z finding himself in heated disputes, none more infamous than his feud with rapper 50 Cent. The beef between 50 Cent and Jay-Z? Oh man, It's been cooking for ages, even before 50 blew up with Get Rich or Die Trying. Imagine this, 50's grinding hard, trying to make it, while Jay-Z's already sitting pretty at the top of the rap game. Then, 50 drops How to Rob, dissing every big shot in the industry, including Jay-Z himself. Risky move, right? But it was low-key genius. Everyone was buzzing about it, and 50 got the attention he needed to kickstart his career. Fast forward to Summer Jam '99, and 50 and Jay-Z cross paths backstage. Jay actually tells him he digs the track, but then turns around and disses him on stage just minutes later. Ice cold, right? 50 fires back with Be a Gentleman. But things simmer down for a bit as 50 gets into it with Ja Rule and Supreme, the drug kingpin. Meanwhile, Jay-Z's getting cozy with Murder Inc., and even Supreme, who's working with them. Crazy, huh? But then 50 gets shot 9 times, nearly losing it all. He bounces back though, getting signed by Eminem in 2002, and you know how the story goes from there. 50's blowing up, and Jay's even warning his own artists about him. Talk about a plot twist. So after all the drama, it seems like 50 and Jay found some common ground. They both had issues with Murder Inc., so suddenly they're on the same page. Next thing you know, they're announcing a joint tour called Rock the Mic in May 2003, and they're even gracing magazine covers together.
If y'all got love for this hip-hop shit, if y'all got love for rap shit, put your motherfucking hands up. Now when I say Slim, you say Shady. Slim, Slim. When I say Doctor, you say Trey. Doctor, Doctor. When I say 50, nigga, you say Sid. 50, 50. Oh.
And here's the kicker. Jay's got his Reebok deal, launching the ESC Carter collection, and then 50 follows suit, dropping the G-Unit sneakers. Rumor has it Jay even helped 50 land his Reebok deal. Talk about turning enemies into business partners. They even shot a Reebok commercial together. It's wild how things can shift in the rap game. But their truce didn't last long. The tour went on without Jay-Z, and soon after, 50 Cent dropped the bomb that his G-Unit sneakers were outselling Jay's ESC Carter collection by a crazy 6-to-1 ratio. Can you believe it? He even boasted about raking in a cool $80 million from his shoe deal, outselling albums like it was child's play. The rivalry didn't stop there though. Fast forward to August 22nd, 2007, at the Screamfest event. 50 Cent's there as a surprise guest, thanks to Kiara, and they hit the stage together. But then, things get spicy. Jay-Z shows up with T.I., and they start performing. Next thing you know, 50 Cent crashes the party, leaving everyone stunned and maybe a tad annoyed. Jay even tells him to scram, but 50 stays put, creating one of the funniest moments in hip-hop. Instead of making a graceful exit, he hangs around, not even budging when Kanye West starts his set.
You and Jay, you get along?
Yeah, totally.
But you take jabs?
Oh yeah, I mean, we've been in competition for a long time.
And you run up on stage when he's doing a little too much.
Yeah. He ain't like that, yeah, she ain't like
You
that.
didn't like it? Tell me
Yeah.
again what he says to you when you ran on stage.
You had to come up here, huh?
Then, in September 2009, 50 Cent and Jay-Z lock horns again. This time, it all kicks off after that infamous Kanye West and Taylor Swift debacle at the 2009 VMAs. 50 jumps into the mix, saying Kanye wouldn't dare pull that stunt on him. But when Jay was asked about 50's jab, he brushed it off, saying nobody was afraid of 50 Cent. But 50 wasn't about to let it slide. In a sit-down with Tim Westwood later that year, he boldly claimed he was a bigger global artist than Jay-Z. He even threw out the stats, boasting he achieved what Jay did in 15 years in just 4. Then, in an interview with The Breakfast Club in August 2012, 50 takes another jab, suggesting Jay-Z's award wins were all thanks to his marriage to Beyoncé. He even jokes about Beyoncé almost taking him down over his beef with Jay-Z. But things really heat up after the Super Bowl performance. Noor spills the tea on a Drink Champs episode, saying Jay-Z told him 50 Cent only got on stage because Eminem insisted. 50 wasn't having it. He hits back on social media, accusing Jay-Z of trying to look like Basquiat, and even posts a comparison pic to make his point crystal clear.
That's your big homie. Right? So you image yourself after a gay painter. Big homie want to look like a gay painter.
What are we talking about here?
We're talking about Basquiat. He wants to look like a gay painter.
Oh my God, I think I know where we're going with this.
And there you have it, folks. The gripping saga of the roller coaster relationship between two titans of the rap game, Jay-Z and 50 Cent. From their early clashes to unexpected alliances and bitter rivalries, their journey has been nothing short of a hip-hop odyssey. But amidst all the drama and discord, one thing remains clear. The bond between these two icons is as complex as it is enduring. While they may have traded barbs and blows over the years, there's no denying the mutual respect and admiration that underpins their tumultuous history. As for Jay-Z, well, he's likely feeling a certain type of way about 50 Cent after the truth came out about his relationship with Beyoncé. Exposing personal truths can cut deep, especially when it involves someone as iconic as Queen Bey. But in the ever-evolving landscape of the rap game, one thing's for sure: expect the unexpected. So until the next chapter unfolds in the saga of Jay-Z and 50 Cent, we'll be here, keeping our ears to the ground and our eyes peeled for the next twist in this epic tale of fame, fortune, and the pursuit of hip-hop glory. Stay tuned, and don't forget to keep it RIZZLE.